So this is 130 watt 20,000 mAh QBrand power bank. Supports 100 watt from one port and maximum 30 watts from second C port. And if the protocol supports also charging and discharging 100 watts from one port. Here it is discharging at 80 watts. Compatibility with other chipsets seems to be limited because it uses 18 watts here. The NEU power bank can be charged at around 100 watts. So QBrand and INEU seems to be compatible power banks. With the cheap 100 watts power bank, it doesn't even get started. The 35 watt also seems to be correct for the second USB-C port. Parallel charging doesn't seems to hold up because one port is delivering 30 watts and the second port around 30, 74 and 100 watts almost. Okay, so parallelly 130 watts, which again goes down to 44 watts. And it switches protocols very erratically. 100 watt charging doesn't seems to hold up because it is currently getting charged at 77 watts. And it doesn't seems to charge from any power bank at 100 watts. So welcome to the channel. Today we will be checking one of the first power banks to deliver 100 or 130 watts PD-130 watts power bank, model number T110LF. Yeah, and the brand is QBrand. It says full compatible, model T110LF, 20,000 mAh, and it is compatible with DCP, AFC, Q-Charge, FCP, SCP, PD2, PD3 and PPS protocols. It says that it has a chip of 2001 and 8812A, 2001 and 8102 chipset. First USB-C port supports 100 watt and second one supports 30 watt, altogether 130 watts. It also supports Oppo, VOC flash charging and Huawei protocol with maximum 22.5 watts. And here is the matrix of the power switch it can support. It says only C1 edge output can be 100 watts, C2 can be maximum 32 watts. If we use both USB-C port together, it can deliver 100 watts together, and USB-C and USB-A port can deliver together maximum 122.5 watts, and if all the three ports are used together, can be maximum 100 watts and 5 volt at 3 ampere. The packaging seems to be very nice. Inside is one QBrand power bank. Feeling wise, it is heavy, and again the protocols which are listed here. Model number is again 110LF. Capacity is 11 ampere at 5 volt. Type C1 supports charging a maximum of 65 watts. Output can be 100 watts. USB-C can be, second port can be 30 watts, and AH 22.5 watts as we said. What does it have? It has 3 ports. One is marked as in and out USB-C port, another one can only be out, and USB-A port. and has a digital display. So let's start with the testing. First I would charge this thing. My old power station can deliver 100 watts maximum, and let's see how much it goes. Protocols have been handshaked. It says in, and a maximum of 62 watts, so 65 watts each seems to be practical. So negotiated protocol is 20 volts at almost 3 amperes. You can see it is getting charged at around 53 watts. Does it supports pass-through charging? We will see. So I will use the second port to charge one of my NU power bank. And yes, it gets charged, so pass-through charging seems to be supported. It means charging and discharging at the same time. Second port is delivering only 30 watts. What if using all the 3 ports at the same time? So this one is getting charged at around 13, 14 or 30 watts. And I will connect another power bank and see at what rate it gets charged. It is getting charged at 4.6 volt, 2 amperes, around 10 watts. And there we see the problem. It is getting charged at 62 watts, but other ports are now limited to around 15-20 watts. And I have now connected all the 3 edge outputs, which doesn't seems to be working. It has defaulted to 4 volts. So the second port is still delivering 30 watts. Oh, the first port is now delivering around 10 watts. Second port is 28.7. Third port not working. Let's try it. Get it over again, and it may reset. Yeah, now it has reset to around 5 watts, 11 watts, 11 watts. Oh, that doesn't seems to be very good. So what if we remove one by one? It's still no change. It doesn't reset itself, but second one switches to 14 watts, and the first one is still at 9 watts. So I think I have to remove it again and put it inside again. Nothing. So I took it out, and it seems that here this Amiga doesn't get charged more than 18 watts. That is not good. What about NU? Here it switches to 70 watts. Oh, now 100 watts. So this one seems to be correct. So it is not fully compatible. It has some compatible issues. And what with the cheapest one, it is currently getting charged at 20 volts, 60 amperes, 60 watts. Yeah, and it is trying to handshake, and handshake doesn't seems to be working with the cheap 100 watt power bank. Let's take it out again. Oh, there goes the compatibility. Yeah, so I will not do the capacity testing, but in my opinion the label is not very much right, because it says full compatible. Yes, it get charged at the default voltage of 10 watts, 15 watts or 30 watts, but not 100 watts with every power bank or machines. But at the end it delivers what it says on the specification table. That's it for the review of this QBrand power bank, which is pretty much costly on Amazon. I will put a link in details. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. Till next video.